Hi Pies fans, we are from Lulie Street, brought to you by United. Now back on the winners list, boys. Thrilling 9-point win over the Northern Blues. Now Pebs were over in Perth, but Caff, you were there.
I was there.
Played a huge role. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was great to bounce back from last week. Obviously, really disappointing performance against Essendon down at Preston City Oval. And
big crowd?
In the stands it was.
Well, that's where I expected them.
Yeah, that's a good one. It was pretty ordinary conditions. It was a really strong wind that we managed to kick with in the first and the third quarters, and we played really well from start to finish, and we were able to grow the lead from the first quarter to the third quarter and be up at 36 points at three-quarter time. We knew they were going to come home hard. Obviously, they had the wind in the last quarter, and they did just that, but it was a great team performance. We had a really inexperienced and really young side out there, a couple of debutants, and we managed to hold on in the end to a thrilling win by 9 points. And as you can see, the coach pretty happy with how it went down.
What about Taps, just with the one-arm salute at the end of the game?
Yeah, the pipes out.
Yeah, it was a bit of relief at the end because they were coming really hard, the Northern Blues, but as I said, we managed to hold on and have a great victory.
Well, look at that scoreboard. 4 goals, 9. Yep, spread of goal kickers, and because of the breeze, you can understand the 4 goals, 9 to start with, but imagine if you have 10 goals, 3.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be a fantastic start. But
ranking points, look at that, all elite. Great to see. We'll touch a bit here on Trav Cloak. 131 is great to see. What kind of role was he playing on Saturday?
Yeah, he was up forward, but he provided a real presence up forward. And as I said earlier, we had a really young side and a couple of debutants that were in there playing, and he provided a lot of leadership for those guys and really directing, and a really good game from him, presented well, managed to clunk a few big marks and launch at the ball, which is what we've become accustomed to with him, so it was great to see him back in some form.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. Now Pebs, your player of the week.
Well, unfortunately we weren't there at Wags. We were watching it, listening to it and seeing on the website from over in Perth, but rest assured the United player is given to me by the coach, and that
good source.
A good source, yeah, really good source. So that United player goes to Jesse White. 2 weeks in a row, Jesse White has played some fantastic footy. A couple of weeks ago, he played AFL footy and come back to the reserves. And with Jesse White, he's just concentrating on just doing the basics right all the time. So
down back again.
Yes, down back again in the ruck and played through the wing as well. You know, he can play multiple positions, and when we need him up forward to kick a goal, when we need him down back to stop a defender or get some run off that half back, he's just playing a really good role, an unselfish role as well.
Huge late in the game as well, wasn't he, Caff?
Yeah, he was. As I said, they had the wind in the last quarter, and he played as that +1 down there at times for us during the day, and managed to impact early, but also his run and carry that he provided it, and really used the ball well coming out of that back half, and provided that leadership down back half for us, and he's one of the main reasons that we're able to get across the line.
That's great to see. Now, Pebs, we've discussed Trav and Jesse. There was another man very good on the weekend, the man sitting next to us on the right. He was CollingwoodFC.com.au's fan player of the week. Now, Caff, have you been voting for yourself again?
I may have given myself a click or two. I saw that it was pretty tight between me and Jesse, so I spent the weekend.
Well, it must have been tight. Jesse's still in the orange here, but you must have come really late there to pip that one. Good.
It is
last
a real
minute
credit
voting.
to Caff, mate, because last week's game we were really poor throughout midfield, and I really put it on Caff a little bit with his leadership and with his grunt inside to get the other boys going inside that stoppages and centre bounces, and he did a really good job. So all credit goes to him.
We're very lucky to have you down there, Caff. Hopefully for not too much longer, but great to see you're in really good form.
Thanks, mate.
There's no doubt you were one of our best on Saturday. Let's see if the man in the outer gave you the fan vote.
G'day, my name's James. I'm here doing the fan votes today for the Blues v Pies game. I'm going to give 1 vote to Brent Macaffer. He's been good all day. 2 votes to Ben Crocker, who's a good young up-and-comer. And 3 votes to Darian White, who snagged a few goals.
It's always about the goals, isn't it, Pebs?
It is.
He obviously didn't vote for me.
No, very stiff there, Cav. Now, Pebs, we're over in Perth, so we're listening on CollingwoodFC.com.au in Bucks' meeting out the back.
No, well, that wasn't me, that was you.
That was me. That was a bit sneaky. Well, I had to on VFL Press. So,
yep.
But you had a few replacements in the coach's box. Tell us a
Yeah,
bit about
we
the
did.
boys who stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, well, Jared Rivers had to have an operation, so Matthew Scharenberg and Jackson Ramsey replaced him as backline coach. What I hear is Shaz did all the coaching because that's down the line man that he is,
Yep.
and which he took over my role as midfield coach. So really good development for those guys to get in the box, understand the real method of coaching and how they can implement it on game day. And what we see as coaches to those guys, it's just beneficial for them to see it through our eyes. So they did a really good job.
Something I did last year, a couple of times filling in, and really get a lot out of it. So I've no doubt that those guys felt the same thing.
It's brilliant that they get the chance. Here's Taps' assessment of how the boys went.
A great experience first for them, and they were really keen to put their hand up. Witsy did it a few weeks back in a practice match. And Shaz and Rama looked after the backs, and Witsy did the mid. So it's great education for them, and Shaz is really interesting. So his attention to detail through the roof for the people that know him, and Rama just sort of was just there in side saddle support, and Witter does a really good job, particularly with the rucks and the mids and the ground ball stuff. So look, great experience and a good support for us, because obviously Tarks and myself were running the show, but we need support too. So they actually helped us out. So it was a good experience all round.
Side saddle support. There's a new one from Taposaurus. Now, Caff.
Ladder, yeah, a little bit of an improvement this week. We're still just outside the 8, but as you can see there, it's our percentage holding us out from that thumping that we copped last week. But another great opportunity this weekend. We've got the Twilight game here, actually.
Double header!
At the Holden Centre, 4:50 start, so straight after the big Collingwood-Carlton clash, and against the side that knocked us out of the finals last year. So great opportunity to get one back on them.
Now, it's a big day to be in black and white, guys. Another reason to wear black and white on Saturday is the United petrol offer. Let's have a look at this. Wow, petrol cards on the go. Fill up at any participating United site on Saturday in your Collingwood colours, and you will receive 5 cents off per litre.
That goes well with my Senator. Drinks a lot of fuel, my Senator. So.
Oh, does it? Holden Senator.
Holden Senator, yeah. HSV Senator. Holden HSV Senator.
You're a big man who drives a big, powerful car, Bruce. It's amazing to see. We'll get along, Pies fans. Double header. Big day for the Pies. Seniors will win. VFL will win. We'll all go out Saturday night and celebrate. Go VFL Pies.